It has been more than half a year since that horrible day. Victor is such a wonderful and attentive man. Ever since he rescued me, has been showering me with care and attention. By his side, I felt safe. He rushed to ask me to marry him in front of everyone. I was so nervous, but even though I had been dreaming about that moment for so long, I wasn't very sure. But I told him yes, of course. Victor arranged a private meeting in which we learned that my father, fearful that I would be in charge of his companies if something happened to him, wrote a kind of will giving everything, my family's business, to his associate temporarily until my brother Rodrigo came of age. Victor became enraged and demanded to know the reason why I had been excluded from the inheritance, but the men seemed disconcerted and added that they needed the participation of Carlos Herrero, my father's associate, and that until he returned from Vienna, none of the children we would see a single coin. They also said it was all because the instructions in the will were confusing and it was incomplete. As if that were not enough, last month, the company where Victor worked began a mass layoff that affected him. Now he has another job, less elegant, of a lower class. I know it because of the type of clothes he has to wear, although he doesn't want to tell me what it is. Now we barely have enough money to eat and pay the maid. And the worst thing of all, the evil Agatha has reached a point where she doesn't allow me to see my brothers, but every time I show up at her house they are absent or about to leave. I have decided that it's time to act. I have a small idea that I'm going to put into practice to help Victor.
Stupid insolent girl! How dare you to take away my work?
I just want to help.
You take away my work, and I can't feed my son.
You don't have any children, and I don't intend to take away your job. Just reduce.
What's going on?
Stupid girl, take joke away from me!
Victor, we need to pay her less, so I thought I could take off some of the tasks myself.
Dia, you can't be serious. How could I allow your hands to wither? Bianca is the right person for this job, and you were born for... Be a delicate lady.
Enough!
Dia.
Stop saying that! I'm not a plant. You start to remind me of my father. He also began to tell me that I was not born for anything more than to be a young lady, and that young ladies should not read, and he took away my books, my glove, my notebooks, and I spent all day bored looking out of the window, like...
Do you want books? I can get them. Just tell
We
me.
don't have money! Look, Victor. I thought that my father was right, that he was telling the truth, and that this whole thing about being a lady was the best for me. But I've been thinking, and where has this taken me? I had lost my brothers and it was my fault. I should have gone to the police to give signs of life, asked for Carlos Herrero to be informed of the situation as soon as possible. Perhaps we will have traveled to Vienna. Agatha will not have been able to do anything, and I wouldn't have to live with an homicidal monster.
You were not prepared for what happened. Don't blame yourself anymore. We will get out of this. We will talk to Mr. Herrera when he returns from Vienna. Everything will be fine.
And my brothers?
You will see them again as soon as possible. But I'm afraid you are right, and we'll have to do without Bianca's service. Meanwhile, you can hang out with your friends.
Now, of course, those friends who are more yours than mine who talk about such interesting questions.
What do you mean?
Rodrigo, David, I pray that you are well. God help me. Mommy, Agatha, what are you doing in there right now? You have a little nightmare. Oh, shush. It's okay.
What's going on?
Oh dear, your brother had another nightmare.
Again? Don't you see that no one believes in your lies?
It's true.
talk to your brother like that? How do you think you are to give me orders? I am your mother. You're not our mother. You're a liar. You've taken advantage of our situation and you've stepped in to fill a gap that doesn't belong to you. And worst of all, you've dared to separate us from our sister. You insolent child. Rodrigo, apologize now. I'm not going to do it. To the count of 3. 1, 2.
Ah! Hey! Hey! So is this how you felt, sister?
Go ahead, I'll catch up with you. Are you there? Observing the world as always? Or maybe you are in another room tonight. Can you hear me? I've never wanted to tell Victor, but I can't stop thinking about it. I've wanted to forget you. Act as if I had never met you, but immediately I see the image of that nun who asked me to not abandon you. She was blind and she assaulted me that way. She said you were a good person. Why a nun? Nuns don't lie. Nuns don't lie. But you killed a holy man. You are a monster. There is no other way to see it. His nails grew very fast. It was so fast that no one had time to react. He always warned me to keep the mirrors covered in his presence, and if I uncovered them, he tried to not to look at himself. And then Victor uncovered the mirror right in front of him. What happened if I uncovered them was that you knew it! You knew I was in danger if I uncovered any mirror in your presence. My God, what have I done? What have I done? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was ungrateful. I never thanked you for anything. I never lacked anything. I never knew what it was like to be angry. You did so many good things for me and I was so mean to you. I was sorry. You were right. The reality is much darker.
Are you crazy? Do you want that monster to devour you?
Victor, he was not evil, but he gave me food and money.
I thought Agatha gave it to you.
Agatha? She would have let me starve.
Still, you were his prisoner. Everything he did was to keep you captive. Don't fall into his lies again.
But he always gave me freedom. If you remember, although he didn't like you, he let me be with you.
Yes, I know. But he killed a price!
He always warned me about not uncover the mirrors. He wanted to stop you, but you were so fast he couldn't.
Okay. If you trust him that much, go then. Come up and pay him a visit. No! I can't take that risk! What if, even if you were right, he lost his mind after becoming that beast? If he had been gentle instead of making fun of me, I would have
Victor.
understood everything. If he had explained it to me, if he was protecting you from himself, he wouldn't forgive me either. Honey, I would give everything to hear that word from your lips. Why do you only use my name? Maybe there was something else between...
No!
What a relief. I'm meeting Agatha tomorrow. You will see your brothers again. I promise you, when we get married, they will come with us, and she will be gone. Everything will be fine. Just give me more time.
Fine.
And never come here again.
And this is why you came? Really? I thought your seduction abilities were better.
They are her brothers. She's not going to forget them even for the most romantic.
How bothering. I can't believe that this pusillanime is demanding me anything. This is those inspectors' fault.
There was no way, Aunt. She had no power to bequeath.
Don't use that word in this house. It's very easy to manipulate that stupid child. Just tell her that it's better for their brothers to not see her until the inheritance thing is fixed up.
Maybe she's shameful than she really is. And she's realizing things. Although, when I had more money, I could distract her with
It's
gifts.
not my fault you got fired, and I'm not going to give you any money.
Have you thought that maybe I don't want to keep doing this?
You should have thought better before putting your hands on my husband's friend.
That happened a long time ago.
But you enjoyed it. And helped me get rid of him. You know, there's so much time we don't enjoy some time of quality alone. Did you remember it? The heat, the passion.
No! Not that! It won't happen again. Stay with the kids. I'll take Clara far away from you.
Children!
Mommy, Agatha.
Mother.
Harry! Victor is going to send your sister far away from you.
Hey! He's going to escape.
We're not going for him.
Where are we going then?
Victor and Agatha are family. I've heard it all. They're trying to keep our inheritance.
That's not true. Mommy Agatha would never do that.
Wherever you want. But I'm going to look for help.
Then you're going to the police.
Never mind, it's useless. They won't believe us. What I'm going to do is to face something else.
And what is that?
We know our sister. She doesn't know how to take care of herself. She didn't have money, and yet every time she came, she was fine. Don't you think anyone cared for her?
The house owner?
Yes, but who was the house owner? She never told us where she lived, never told us what he was like. And most important, when we fled from that ghost, we let her alone and took the key accidentally. It was locked, and she still came out. And the last clue was when Victor said that he had rescued her from a monster, something that was not human at all.
But Mommy Agatha said it was all picture lies, that it was just an old
What if it
man.
weren't? And what if the one who took care of her was? Clara came out unharmed. She was locked in. The floor was too high to jump from the balcony. It's clear that that thing didn't do anything to her. Do you remember what she said when she arrived? She said she had a place to stay. I don't believe at that hour, and by the time she arrived to see us, she would have had time to find a house owner who would let her live completely free and take care of her. But what about a lost soul who needs company?
It attacked us. It was a very evil monster. It attacked us. Why are you saying these things?
I only remember the creature's long nails and its human adult size. If it had wanted to attack us, it would have pounced on us like a predator, but instead it approached it with caution. We were so scared that I didn't stop to think about it, but I've been thinking about it for days, and Victor gave me the key.
What if you're wrong? What if we get lost looking for that house?
I will take the rest. The daylight tourists do not cover, they fight, and they continue forward. What we did was wrong, but it's time for us to do things right, and I'm going to find that house.
What
no
are
matter
doing to children at night on the street?
I...
Follow me.
Wait! Sister, wait! How can she run that much? She's blind. What the?